her home.
काम की बात करो, मन की बात यारिಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Zamir Ahmed Khan takes a swipe at Narendra Modi over the rising prices of fuel. Karnataka State Highways Improvement Project Office will be moving to Hassan despite severe opposition. Three medical students were killed in an accident in Devanahalli after the car in which they were travelling collided with a truck. An 88-year-old man to begin his doctoral studies in literature. Koppal resident serves as an inspiration to aspirants of advanced education. Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nikhil Vasuki. First up, in a shocking incident, a woman was seen thrashing her daughter at her house in Karwar. Other family members too are seen just watching the horrific incident as mute spectators. The girl is also seen seeking forgiveness, but the woman unrelentingly thrashes the daughter. Spectators were the others who were in the room while this woman is mercilessly thrashing her little daughter, barely 10 or 11 years of age, as you can see, abusing her in English, in Hindi as well, as we can hear, all reported from this home in Karwar. And despite the little girl seeking forgiveness from her mother, all she's getting are more thrashings. Pushed against a wall, pushed to the floor, and beatings inflicted upon her. And in the midst of all of this, there is one person who is taking all of this on video. Absolutely horrific incident reported from Karwar. A woman can be seen beating up her daughter in an inhuman fashion, not just with the hands, but with kitchen utensils as well. news coming in. Chief Minister Kumaraswamy does it again. He has not turned up on time for a particular event. The Chief Minister's lack of punctuality has irked students at NIMHANS in Bengaluru. Several students have left the venue as the Chief Minister is yet to arrive for the Indian Technology Congress at NIMHANS. The students have been waiting for the Chief Minister since 10 a.m. It's been 2 hours. He was to be there by 10 a.m. and as of noon, he had still not shown up. Several students decided to even leave the venue of the Indian Technology Congress at NIMHANS because of the tardy nature of the Chief Minister, once again arriving or not even arriving despite being 2 hours late. The Chief Minister, in yet another instance, has been leaving several students this time, waiting for several hours now. The Chief Minister's tardiness and lack of regard for other people's time has been brought to the fore time and again. This is at NIMHANS now. People have fallen asleep. Students have fallen asleep, lying in wait. Many seats have emptied after many of the students were left waiting for the Chief Minister were fuming. Arun Sundaram joins me on the phone right now. Arun, not exactly the kind of PR the Chief Minister would have hoped for. Time and again, instances of him being tardy to its functions have come up. What more could you tell us?
Absolutely, Nikhil. A bit of a major letdown for the organizers. And ironically enough, remember, this is called the Indian Technology Congress. It's being organized in Bengaluru to showcase, obviously, technology first, make India innovate, etc. And the fact that the Chief Minister himself arrives late sends out a kind of a wrong signal. It leaves a lot of people disappointed, and that disappointment was manifested in the form of the students, many of whom were seen actually dozing off, waiting for the Chief Minister to arrive. Other students, in fact, took time off to literally walk out of the venue, much to the chagrin of the organizers. So that's the question. Why is it that people, or politicos in particular, are not able to adhere to time schedules? Because if they lead from the front, then others will be in a position to follow. But here, if you have an instance where the political class itself is behaving a little bit off the line, then it sends out a wrong signal, a wrong message. You cannot expect society or members of civic society to literally adhere to what you have said or to get inspired by what you say. Nikhil.
Thank you, Arun, for joining us with those insights. Certainly not the ideal reputation that Chief Minister Kumaraswamy is building for himself. Once again, late for an event, as of now, not showing up yet. Big news coming in from the political front. KPCC President Dinesh Gundu Rao will be travelling to Delhi to attend the Congress meeting. News coming in. Dinesh Gundu Rao will travel to Delhi to attend the Congress meeting. AICC Treasurer Ahmed Patel will be chairing the PCC President's meeting. This is the Pradesh Congress Committee President's meeting. Congress will be holding a meeting to prepare for the Lok Sabha polls. Every Pradesh Congress Committee leader will be entrusted with the responsibility of overseeing campaigning and be asked to put the best foot forward as far as movement is concerned with regard to the Lok Sabha polls. AICC Treasurer Ahmed Patel from Gujarat will be chairing this meeting of the Pradesh Congress Committee chairpersons, and representing Karnataka will be Dinesh Gundu Rao. Because there will be a lot to discuss. Right from the grassroots level, how to garner the right kind of support and ensure that there is a significant coverage of Congress activists, Congress leaders in every single area where the Lok Sabha is being fought from. In Karnataka's case, 28 Lok Sabha seats are there, and Dinesh Gunda Rao will likely be entrusted with the responsibility of overseeing them all. Now, the Karnataka State Highways Improvement Project Office is being shifted to Hassan even amid opposition by the people of Belgavi. Officials were seen packing files and other items in order to shift the KSHIP office to Hassan. Now, the BJP, in fact, tweeted in this regard, saying that it would not be surprising if the government shifts the Vidhan Sabha to Hassan one day. We'll just have a look at that tweet once again. The Congress JDS government is shifting the KSHIP office from Belgavi to Hassan. At this rate, don't be surprised if they shift Vidhan Sabha also to Hassan. Kumaraswamy's government is time and again ensuring other districts are deprived of all facilities and moving them to Mandya, Hassan or Ramnagara, often slated to be strongholds of the JDS and criticized. The criticism has been leveled against the JDS for favoring these areas and neglecting North Karnataka. BJP leader Go Madhusudan joins me on the phone right now. Madhusudan, time and again there has been opposition to moving out an important government arm like the KSHIP out of Belgavi down to Hassan, and yet there is a go-ahead for that. How do you see this development panning out?
Madam, sir, I fully support Mr. Kumaraswamy in doing all these things, sir. I fully support Janata Dal-led government and the government led by Mr. Kumaraswamy, Revanna and Mr. Devegowda. I fully support them.
Okay.
They have already declared their policy.
Okay.
That they are not going to be the chief minister or administrator for those of the assembly segments where people have not voted Janata Dal.
Okay.
So that being the case, they are going to shift all the government officers wherever they are there.
Okay.
Where Janata Dal has got the votes. So they are going to be the champions of the modern Karnataka or the latest or neo-modern Karnataka according to them. They are carving one state called neo-modern Karnataka out of the revenue generated from the whole of the state. Whole of the state revenue they want. But the money will be spent only in these 4 districts where Janata Dal has got the majority.
Okay.
So this is a new policy of the present Vishakanta Chief Minister of our Karnataka, sir.
That's it.
So according to them, whatever they do, it is correct. And the normal CM is Mr. Kumaraswamy, and super CM is Revanna, and ultra super CM is Mr. Devegowda. So only father and 2 children, they are going to carve a new state. It is fine. Let them do whatever they want.
Time and again, there has been criticism that Belgavi, for instance, is being neglected, and even with the building of the Suvarna Sauda, many government arms were left missing from there. This was an important one. This was one that could have allowed for some sort of state scrutiny. So, moving from Belgavi to Hassan, what is the implication? Let me finish my question.
Sir, I tell you, who is going to do the scrutiny? Mr. Kumaraswamy does not listen to Yediyurappa, who is the leader of the opposition. Mr. Kumaraswamy has no respect for Siddaramaiah, who is the chairman of the coordination committee.
Okay.
Mr. Parameshwar has put up Fevicol on his lips. He will not talk.
Okay.
D.K. Shivkumar is in favor of Kumaraswamy. So who is going to prevent them from doing all these things?
Okay.
So it is all a futile exercise doing all these things. You allow them whatever they want to do.
Okay.
The minute they are out of the power,
A quick question, if I may, Madhusudan. At this point, what would be the implication to Belgavi if the KSHIP office were to move to Hassan? From your perspective.
Sir, what is the implication? I tell you, you are giving all false hope to the people of northern Karnataka that you are going to shift many of the departments to Belgaum. Baba, do the shifting first. Only then you want to withdraw something, you withdraw. You give them 10, you give them 20, you withdraw 1. There is a meaning in it. The only one they had, the K-ship head office in Belgaum, and that too, and that also you are withdrawing, and you are giving them a false hope. Who is going to believe?
Okay.
Do you think the people of Karnataka are fools?
Okay. Well, thank you, Madhusudan, for joining us and giving us your insight on this matter. Well, certainly a lot of criticism likely to continue with this move all the way from North Karnataka down south to Hassan. So the implications. A perception already exists of a lack of interest in North Karnataka, neglect of Belgavi, for instance. And now the BJP stating that if this is going to move, why not move the Vidhana Saudha to Hassan, let alone the Suvarna Saudha? Why not move the entire Vidhana Saudha to Hassan as well? So, as we've heard from Go Madhusudan, a bit of a sarcastic jibe as well at the JDS and the state government's policies. We'll now slip into a short break. More news and updates are on the other side. Stay with us.
This festive season, own a BMW with the 360 plan. Joy starts now.
डॉक्टर अंकल सब ठीक तो है ना?
बहुत सीरियस है बेटे। प्रिस्क्रिप्शन ये किया डाउनलोड और ये किया प्रिस्क्रिप्शन क्लिक और हो गए तुम्हारे पापा ठीक? हाँ? अगले महीने भी मेड लाइफ 100% जेन्युइन दवाई समझे लफद्दू?
लफद्दू मत बनो। medlife.com obsessed with health.
जब किचन में हो कुचीना
तो हर कोई बनाना चाहेगा खाना
कुचीना।
Space, style, power. Honda WRV, the heart of action.
Welcome back. Now, the state government will be required to control foreign trips of officials working for various departments. Officials must henceforth take permission from concerned ministries and not go through the chief minister. Officials must give a clear objective for their foreign trips and the benefit these foreign trips will have for the government as well. Now, the government officials must also get a clearance from the External Affairs Ministry as well as permission from the Union Home Ministry if they plan to enjoy hospitality in the host country. This notification was issued by the Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, and while this will be in practice, meant to be in practice in Karnataka, this will also be seen effect all throughout the country as well. So this will be an all-encompassing rule that the Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms will be taken, but the state government branch of the DPAR has brought about this notification to be enforced in Karnataka, and every single foreign jaunt by an official will be scrutinized. Now, amid criticism that the state government has been neglecting North Karnataka, particularly Belgavi, as we had just been discussing a little while ago, Chief Minister Kumaraswamy is expected to visit Belgavi on the 15th of September, accompanying President Ramnath Kovind for a program at Ramaya Hospital. This will be at Belgavi, where the Chief Minister will also most likely hold a Janta Darshan. The Chief Minister's move comes following criticism that the government has been ignoring North Karnataka. More big news coming in from the Congress front. DK Shivkumar is holding a meeting with 4 BJP MLAs at his residence in Sadashivnagar. latest coming in. 4 BJP MLAs in a meeting with DK Shivkumar at his residence. One of those is Gulihatti Shekhar, who met DK Shivkumar. Gulihatti Shekhar reportedly is planning to join the Congress. So quite a significant development if this is to be believed, but 4 BJP MLAs said to have been seen meeting DK Shivkumar at his Sadashiv Nagar residence, no less. And one of them happens to be Gulihatti Shekhar. Of course, this is strictly source-based information, but the sources are indicating that it is likely that at least out of these 4, Gulihatti Shekhar is planning to join the Congress. Now, it appears that the state government's impetus for development of Hyderabad, Karnataka is just an eyewash. Now, this is an impetus that was given back in 2010. Successive governments have been accused of neglecting the Hyderabad, Karnataka region, which includes Raichur, Kalburgi, Koppal and Balla. Development projects were approved 8 years ago, but are said to be moving at a snail's pace. The Hyderabad Karnataka region was allocated 365.54 crore rupees in the budget back in 2010. But as of now, out of the 292 crore rupees that were released, again making a shortfall of 73.54 crore rupees that remains unreleased, 273 crore rupees is all that has been utilized. So that is 92.54 crore rupees remains unused. The Yediyurappa government, the Jagdish Shettar government, the Sadananda Gowda government, the Siddaramaiah government, successive governments have been accused of neglecting the Hyderabad Karnataka region, and now the pressure is on the Kumaraswamy government to make use of the funds appropriately in order for the Hyderabad Karnataka region to not be neglected as far as any development is concerned. Now, amid high fuel prices and the steep daily increase, Karnataka Food and Civil Supplies Minister Zamir Ahmed Khan has lashed out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He said, and I quote, "The central government is mum over the hike in fuel prices. Is this the Achhe Din that was promised by the Prime Minister? We don't want Prime Minister's Man Ki Baat, we want Kaam Ki Baat, or talk of work, talk of action, rather than just mere talk." That's what Zamir Ahmed Khan said while in a meeting in Hubballi, where he is also understanding the difficulties of those who are affected by these fuel price hikes. Let's listen into what Zamir Ahmed Khan said.
ಈ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದರೆ 60 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇವತ್ತು 80 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಏನೇ ಅಚ್ಚೇ ದಿನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇದೆ ಮೋದಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಚ್ಚೇ ದಿನ. ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಚ್ಚೇ ದಿನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇದೇ ಅಚ್ಚೇ ದಿನ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ. ಮನ್ ಕಿ ಬಾತ್ ಕ್ಯಾ ಮನ್ ಕಿ ಬಾತ್ ಕಾಮ್ ಕಿ ಬಾತ್ ಕರೋ ಮನ್ ಕಿ ಬಾತ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Now, in a show of strength, supporters of expelled DMK leader M.K. Alagiri is planning to take out a silent protest rally from Valaja Road in Chennai to Karunanidhi Memorial at Marina Beach. This is also seen as a first show of strength by M.K. Alagiri against his brother, newly inducted DMK president M.K. Stalin. Alagiri earlier stated that more than 5 lakh people will attend the rally. The tussle between the two brothers takes us back to 2009 through 2010, when the then DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi chose M.K. Stalin over Alagiri. Alagiri was later expelled from the party in 2014 for anti-party activities, as was quoted by the DMK. The internal conflict between Alagiri and his brother Stalin also played a significant role in the same. It is being said that M. Karunanidhi always favored M.K. Stalin over M.K. Alagiri for the former's ability to garner support through action rather than merely words. Now, the security at Karunanidhi's memorial on Marina Beach has been heightened to avoid any untoward incidents. A large rally underway. Alagiri enjoys a considerable amount of popularity in the Madurai region of Tamil Nadu. I've got Arun Sundaram on the phone with me for more detail. Arun, we're looking at M.K. Alagiri coming up once again, challenging the leadership perhaps bestowed upon his brother M.K. Stalin, Alagiri being the older brother as well. What are the various factors that need to be considered over here in the tussle between the brothers?
Essentially, this is a family feud, if I could use that phrase, Nikhil. But clearly, the fact is that there's so much at stake. It's not just a question of donning the mantle of the chief of the politically important party, but it has so many other repercussions. And that perhaps is the issue, because it's not just a question of the leadership. Now, already as we speak, remember at one point of time, Alagiri did make a mention that he is willing to work under the stewardship of Stalin, but now he claims that he wants the top job. He's not going to be sitting quiet with playing second fiddle to his younger brother, to M.K. Stalin, beg your pardon. And that clearly indicates that it is showdown time. But whether today you will see that manifest in the form of a formal split taking place, unlikely, because remember, there is much more at stake rather than looking at it from a split perspective. So as we speak, huge show of strength by supporters of M.K. Alagiri. Remember, Alagiri is a man who's a name associated with south of Tamil Nadu, Madurai and the southern districts. The loyalty for M.K. Alagiri is extremely strong, and all that is manifesting as we speak today in Chennai. And this is happening right in front of M. Karunanidhi's memorial on the Marina Beach. So as we speak, very, very tense moments. Situation is under control. Nothing untoward has taken place, but it does look like it's kind of a tipping point as far as the DMK and its politics is concerned, Nikhil.
No, having said that, as you mentioned, and we've been talking about it, Madurai being a strong point for Alagiri, would it have served M.K. Stalin better to do a little bit of outreach for the area as well, try to draw the supporters of Alagiri into the fold and encourage them to support the greater cause of the party if that was the need?
Unfortunately enough, the problem with Stalin is that Stalin doesn't have that kind of, let's say, outreach in Madurai or even the southern parts of Tamil Nadu. And it is Alagiri's whim and fancy that really runs the DMK in this part of Tamil Nadu. And there has been some kind of a tinkering, if I can use that word, as far as Stalin is concerned. He's replaced those leadership, not just in Madurai, but in other districts also, who are considered reportedly close to Alagiri, by bringing in his own men. But then the ground support for Alagiri is so overwhelming in this part of Tamil Nadu that these appear to be more of cosmetic and forced changes rather than anything genuinely changing on ground as far as Stalin's prospects in this part of Tamil Nadu is concerned, Nikhil.
Thank you, Arun, for bringing us these details and updates from the perceived rebellion that M.K. Alagiri seems to be spearheading against his brother M.K. Stalin. Now, the Dharwad High Court has ordered an immediate election for the post of chairman of PLD Bank in Belgavi. The Tehsildar had postponed the election indefinitely, saying that one of the bank directors was missing. Now, other directors who are supporters, supposedly, of Lakshmi Hebbalkar had approached the High Court to have this decision reversed. The election, which was scheduled to be held on the 28th of August, has now been ordered by the High Court to happen as soon as possible. There were also indications of a purported false report that one of the directors was missing, was in fact kidnapped. This was later debunked. Now, this is the High Court order that has ordered for election for the post of chairman for PLD Bank to be done so immediately, and this was reportedly at the behest of directors who were said to be aligned to Congress MLA and senior leader Lakshmi Hebbalkar. A horrific accident was reported from Devanahalli where 3 medical students were killed, and killed in a horrific fashion. 3 of them were killed when the car they were driving collided head-on with a truck, leading to complete mangling of the car. The deceased have been identified as Vishal, Prajwal and Bhushan, all said to be second-year medical students at the Kempegowda Institute of Medical Sciences, or KIMS. There is said to be a 4th injured. We are waiting details on that. Meanwhile, early this morning when the accident happened, it did cause a traffic jam on the road towards the airport. Now, certainly the circumstances surrounding this accident are ones that are warranting investigation, and looking at the mangled remains of this car, it does appear that speeding may have very well been a factor here. While the post-mortem of the deceased is being conducted, my colleague Suraj Suresh joins us live from just outside the hospital mortuary where the post-mortem is to be conducted. Suraj, do go ahead and give us the latest updates about this horrific case.
Absolutely, Nikhil. A horrific incident indeed. According to what the authorities had to say, they said that the incident took place at 2:30 a.m. and after which there was a collision between their car. 4 of them who were traveling from KIMS Hospital, that is Vishal, Prajwal, Bhuvan and Kumar themselves, and they were traveling on Devnalli Road, which is the NH 648, and it goes towards Hyderabad. Now, they collided into a canter, and 3 of them were dead on the spot, and the rest of them, one of them has been shifted to Sparsh Hospital. Right now, I am standing outside the hospital itself, where all the students from KIMS Hospital have gathered. The relatives, their own kin have arrived at the spot. Now, they are standing at the mortuary. One of the bodies has already been taken out, and after the post-mortem, the body has been shifted to their houses itself. That is, Vishal's body has been shifted. Now, 2 others who are, the post-mortem is currently underway in the hospital itself, Akash Hospital. Now, a lot of them, according to what they had to say, is that they were not aware as to where they were going, and the seniors and the students who are present here, they were not aware. And when we spoke to the parents, one of the parents, they said that it is a horrific incident, and they weren't aware because they were in Tumkuru, and they are not aware as to what exactly happened, but horrific incident indeed, because according to what the authorities had to say, it was due to overspeeding which occurred on the highway, and the speed limit on the road is 80, and it is suspected that they were overspeeding, and that led to this incident. And from the spot, everything has been cleared, and it is said that the two persons, that is the deceased, who are identified as Prajwal and Bhuvan, their head has been cut off, and is what we had to say, what we had to hear. But nonetheless, the post-mortem is underway now, and the students have gathered here, and they are awaiting what exactly the situation is, and but they are waiting for to know what exactly had happened. From the authorities, they said that once the post-mortem is over, they will tell what exactly happened at the spot, and they will take up a probe and understand what exactly has happened. The canter and driver is currently taken into custody to interrogate and ask exactly what happened. Now, nonetheless, the situation is quite bad here. The students are, in fact, they're weeping, and they are not aware as to what exactly happened. So they are waiting to understand, to ask the authorities as well what exactly could have happened there. The incident occurred at 2:30, and the kin are currently inside, and the postmortem is underway for two of them. That is Prajwal and Bhuvan. And Kumar, who is at Sparsh Hospital now, he is undergoing treatment now. He is quite critical, but nonetheless, the treatment is underway, and two of them are right here, Nikhil.
Suraj, do stay on hold with me, because I do have reactions from witnesses as well as those associated with the families of the youth. Let's just listen into some of these reactions.
ಕಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ MBBS ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಯಾರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರ ಮನೆದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೈವೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟು ನಿಂತಿದೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಲ್ ಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ. ಆ ಗಾಡಿಗೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಕಾಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಗಾಡಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲದೆ ಬಂದು ಹೊಡೆದು 3 ಜನ ಮೃತಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲೇ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಗಂಭೀರವಾದಂಥ ಗಾಯಗಳು ಸಹ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ MBBSನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು.
ಚೇಟಾಗಿ ಬಂದ್ವಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಬರೋದ್ರೊಳಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಮಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವು ತಿರುಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೋ ಲಾರಿ ಏನೋ ಟೈರ್ ಏನೋ ಹೊಡೆದೋಗೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದು ಕೂಗ್ಲಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸಿದ್ದು. ಅದೇ ಲಾರಿನೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಐತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹ್ಞೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಕ್ತ ಏನೋ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು.
Those were the witnesses. On the right of your screen, you're seeing the father of one of the deceased. The family is, of course, devastated. It's a horrific accident, largely avoidable as well. Some of the circumstances are very dire. What we're not showing on the screen are the remains of the deceased as well, and terribly mangled condition. Suraj Suresh joins me back again from the hospital side, just outside the mortuary. Suraj, do go ahead with your updates. What's the latest?
Right. Now I have a few of the students who are right here who are, in fact, they are also devastated because they are not aware. If you can tell me how close you were and how... Okay, sir, if you can tell me how do you know the person?
Now we can't say anything. We'll see. Right, I don't know. Midnight. My sister's daughter is there. That's why I came.
So, well, okay, this is exactly what is happening, Nikhil. They are devastated. They are not ready to talk because they don't know exactly what has happened.
I said stop it. Don't you understand what is going on here?
Okay.
Well, it appears that there are a lot of people who are upset by this whole incident, and certainly it's a situation that has arisen where a tragedy has claimed the lives of these three. The airbags have, of course, been deployed, as you can see from the steering wheel as well, and it certainly has caused a great deal of concern as to the circumstances surrounding this accident. Could it have been a situation of overspeeding? By the looks of the impact of the mangled remains of the car, it does appear to be a case of overspeeding that has caused this horrific accident. Well, this accident happened in the wee hours. This car was with 4 occupants. It's yet to be determined who the driver was. 3 of the deceased identified as Vishal, Prajwal and Bhushan. The 4th person, as we've just learned from our correspondent Kumar, has been admitted to a hospital for further treatment as well. The extent of his injuries is yet to be determined at this instance. And that's a wrap on this edition of the Bulletin. We have a News9 special on the other side. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Weird News. We are back with some